Om Shanti. This is the Saakar Murali of the 8th of October 2021. Essence. Sweet children, now practice being bodiless. Break off all love for those perishable bodies of yours and love Shiv Baba alone. Question. What are the signs of those who already have disinterest in this unlimited old world? Answer. They see but don't see anything with their physical eyes. Their intellects are aware that all of this is to be destroyed, that all the people are already dead, that they have to go to the land of peace and the land of happiness. Their attachment is being removed. When they stay in a stage of yoga while speaking to someone, that person will be attracted to them. They have the intoxication of knowledge. Song. Salutations to Shiva. Om Shanti. The Father says, Sweet children, you now know Shiv Baba. Therefore, to sing these songs would seem to be like those on the path of devotion. People on the path of devotion say, Salutations to Shiva, or Mother and Father, but they don't know him. You have to receive your inheritance of heaven from Shiv Baba. You children have found the Father, and you are receiving your inheritance of heaven from him, and this is why you remember him. You have found Shiv Baba, the world hasn't. Even those who have found him are not able to move along very well. Baba's directions are very sweet. May you be soul conscious. May you have the consciousness of being bodiless. He only speaks to souls. The soul-conscious Father speaks to soul-conscious children. There is only one of him, and he is sitting with you children in Madhuban. You children know that the Father truly has come to teach you. No one apart from Shiv Baba can teach you this study. Neither Brahma nor Vishnu can do that. It is only the Father who comes and purifies the impure by telling the story of immortality. He definitely has to tell it here. He would not tell it in Amarnath. The story of immortality is the story of the true Narayan. The Father says, I tell you this story here. All the rest is the stumbling of the path of devotion. Only the bestower of salvation, Rama, is the incorporeal one. He alone is the purifier, the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace. He only comes when it is the time for destruction. Only the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, can be the Guru of the whole world. He is incorporeal. Deities are also human beings, but they are human beings with divine virtues, and this is why they are called deities. You have now received knowledge. On the path of knowledge, you have to keep your stage very strong. Remember the Father as much as possible. Become bodiless. Why should you have love for bodies? Baba says, remember Shiv Baba and then come to this one. People think that you are going to meet Dada. You know that you remember Shiv Baba when you meet this one. There are only incorporeal souls, points. You cannot meet a point. So how could you meet Shiv Baba? This is why it is explained here, O souls, consider yourselves to be souls and let your intellects remember that you are meeting Shiv Baba. This is a very deep secret. Many are unable to remember Shiv Baba. Baba explains, constantly remember Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba comes to meet you. Baba, I now belong to you. Shiv Baba enters this one and speaks knowledge. He is an incorporeal soul and you are also souls. It is only the one Father who tells you, children, constantly remember me alone. You have to keep him in your intellects. We have come to the Father. Baba has entered this impure body. As soon as we come in front of you, we have this faith. Shiv Baba, I now belong to you. In the Murlis too you hear, constantly remember me alone and your sins will be absolved. You know that this is the same Purifier Father. He is the true Satguru. The intellects of you Pandavas have love for the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. All others have non-loving intellects for someone or other. The mercury of happiness of those who belong to Shiv Baba should be very high. As the time comes closer, you will feel happier that your 84 births are now coming to an end. This is now the final birth and we are going home. The picture of the ladder is very good, and this is very clear in that. You children should use your intellects throughout the day. Those who paint these pictures should churn a lot. The heads should think about this too. You issue a challenge that there will be 900,000 in the golden-aged elevated deity kingdom. Someone may ask what proof you have of this. Tell him it is something to be understood. The tree will be very small in the golden age. There will be one religion and definitely very few people. All the knowledge is included in the picture of the ladder. For example, look at this picture of Kumbhakarna. Make it portray the BKs giving the nectar of knowledge to drink, while those people are asking for poison. Baba continues to give all directions in the Murlis. The explanation of each picture is very good. Explain the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. This Bharat was heaven. Since there was only one religion, how many human beings would there have been? The tree has now grown so large. Destruction now has to take place. Only the one Father changes the old world. There are 4 or 5 main pictures with which an arrow can easily be shot at someone. According to the drama, the points of knowledge are becoming deeper day by day, and so changes also take place in the pictures. Change also takes place in the intellects of you children. Previously, you didn't understand that Shiv Baba was a point. You shouldn't ask why you were not told this earlier. The Father says, not everything can be explained at the beginning. The Father is the ocean of knowledge, and so he would continue to give knowledge. Corrections also continue to take place. He would not tell you everything in advance. In that case, it would seem artificial. If anything happens suddenly, that can only be said to be in the drama. You cannot say, this shouldn't happen, that Mama should have stayed till the end, so why did she go away? Whatever happens in the drama is right. Whatever Baba said, he said that according to the drama. Such is my part in the drama. Baba also leaves everything to the drama. People say that it's the will of God. God says it's the destiny of the drama. Whether God said something or this one said something, it was in the drama. If something wrong happens, that was in the drama, and it will be put right again. There is definitely the stage of ascending. When you are climbing high, you sometimes get shaky. All of that is a storm of Maya. For as long as Maya exists, sinful thoughts will definitely come. Maya doesn't exist in the Golden Age, and so there is no question of sinful thoughts there. Actions are never sinful in the Golden Age. Only a few more days remain, and you have the happiness that these are our last births. You are now listening to the story of immortality from Shiv Baba in order to go to the land of immortality. Only you understand these things. Those people go to Amarnath and stumble around so much. They don't understand who told the story of immortality to Parvati. They show an image of Shiva there. Acha, who is Shiva sitting in? They show Shiva and Shankar. Is it that Shiva sat in Shankar and related the story? They don't understand anything. Even today, people on the path of devotion go there on pilgrimage. In fact, the story is not long. It is actually just man above, that's all. Remember the seed. Remember the cycle of the drama. We souls also have the knowledge that Baba has. He is the ocean of knowledge, and we souls also become master oceans of knowledge. You should be intoxicated about this. He is speaking to us brothers, (souls). Only with a body is he able to speak. You shouldn't have any doubt about this. When you remember the Father, all the knowledge will enter your intellects. Only by remembering the Father will your sins be absolved, and all your attachment continue to finish. Some have love in name only. It is the same for us. We are now going to the land of happiness. It is as though everyone is already dead, and so why should we attach our hearts to them? We will go to the land of peace, and then to the land of happiness, and rule there. This is called having disinterest with regard to the old world. The Father says, everything that you see with your physical eyes is to be destroyed. After destruction, you will see heaven. You children should now become very sweet. When someone speaks in a stage of yoga, he has a great deal of attraction. This knowledge is such that you forget everything else. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence Vedana 1. On the path of knowledge, you have to make your stage very strong. Become bodiless. Have true love for the one Father. 2. Remain unshakable about the destiny of the drama. Whatever happens in the drama is right. Never allow yourself to shake. Never have doubt about anything. Blessing. May you be generous-hearted and a great donor by being a bestower and donating at every second and in every thought. You children of the bestower are not those who take, but those who give. You have to give at every second and in every thought. When you become such a bestower, you will then be called a generous-hearted great donor. By being such a great donor, you automatically receive great power. However, in order to give, your treasure store has to be full. You have taken whatever you need, and all that now remains is for you to give. So continue to give, for by giving your treasure store will become even fuller. Slogan: in order to claim full marks in every subject, imbibe the virtue of maturity. Om Shanti. Invaluable versions of Mateshwari. 1. The body of Brahma is the reserved body of incorporeal God. We have to have the full faith that God is teaching us through his incorporeal body of Brahma. Many students ask questions about this point. At Amrit Vela, when incorporeal God enters the corporeal body of Brahma, what change takes place in the body at that time? They ask, at that time, do you sit and observe how God comes? It is explained that when God enters, it isn't that his eyes and face change. No. But when we go into trance, the eyes and face change. However, the part of corporeal Brahma is incognito. When God enters his body, no one knows about it. His body has been reserved, and this is why he comes in a second and leaves in a second. This secret has to be understood. It isn't that if you cannot understand any point, you leave this study. Day by day the study is becoming deeper and clearer. You would not study the whole course all at the same time. It is explained to you. When the founders of religions come, pure souls come with them too and play their own parts. These souls then come into the play of happiness and sorrow. They do not go back. However, when the incorporeal Supreme Soul comes, he is beyond happiness and sorrow. He simply plays his part and then goes back. We have to understand this point with our intellects. 2. The difference between souls and the Supreme Soul is their virtues and strength. There is no difference between souls and the Supreme Soul in terms of form. The Supreme Soul is the same form of light. The size of souls and the Supreme Soul is the same. However, there is definitely a difference between souls and the Supreme Soul in terms of their virtues and strength. All the virtues are the praise of God. God is beyond happiness and sorrow. He is the Almighty Authority, full with all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. It is all his powers that are working. It isn't any power of human souls that is working. It is God's part that continues. Even though God comes and plays a part, he remains detached. However, when a soul enters a part, he becomes an actor. God comes in a part but remains free from any bondage of karma. When a soul enters a part, he is bound by some bondage of karma. This is the difference between souls and the Supreme Soul. Acha.